season as a whole, for your group, for this team, how do you feel right now about the way this team and your position group have performed?
We've performed, well. We could have done better at times, obviously, and got to continue to get better with some things. But a great group of young guys to work with, and put in a good, hard day's work, and respect their teammates, and what we're trying to get done as a football team, culturally, and everything else. So, could things be better? Absolutely. Things can always be better. But, keep going.
Obviously, this is Mike's last game coming up here. Just what's it been like working with Mike over these past few seasons?
Good. Mike's a really good player. Obviously, we've talked numerous times about the growth and maturation that he's had in 4 years, but as he should, just like anybody should grow and mature as they go through the process. And Mike's a really good player, and fun-loving guy, and enjoys playing, enjoys his teammates, and so I'm excited for what his future holds for him.
I know DeMario's been working with you guys a lot this year. Just what's that been like with him, kind of switching back and forth between running back and H-back, and how pleased are you with his development?
Really well. I mean, he's had a good last couple of months. He's been, you just watched him grow and as a player. Amazing feet and agility and lateral quickness, and he's a natural running back. And he's got to put on some weight, as we all know. But really excited to have him in that room, and he brings a calming. Him and JK both have kind of bring a very calming device for me as I can get going sometimes. So it's good to have him back in that room.
A couple freshmen in your room, Master Teague and Brian Sneed. Just what have you seen from those guys over the course of the season in terms of their progress?
Once again, just growing and understanding the college game, and the consistency that's needed from day in and day out in practice and meeting rooms, and it turns into a long season for freshmen. You start talking about going all the way back to June and working out, and again, just the intensity, the day in and day out, the intensity of how things have to work, and just being so detail-oriented in everything that they do. That's probably been the biggest thing for them, and watching how they've matured through that process.
And then, you've got a couple guys coming in, Marcus Crowley, Steele Chambers, who just signed earlier this month. How excited are you about those two guys? What do you think those two guys can bring to the program?
Well, I do. I think they're going to bring some real value to our room, and very mature guys. Very mature beyond their years, I should say, and hungry players, and want to be developed, and they want to compete, and hungry to compete. So I'm excited about their future and what they can bring to our room.
For you personally, I know you're very close to Urban Meyer. What was it like for you when you heard earlier this month that he was going to make the decision to retire?
Well, I was happy for him, and that he was doing what he needs to do for he and his family, so very happy and relieved for him. I don't think you grasp it at the time that you're working with and for basically a living legend in the coaching world. And sometimes I don't think you take it for granted in the day in and the day out of what you're doing, because you're just kind of on the hamster wheel and you're just going. But he's provided so much for me, individually and personally, professionally. I go back to, this is a guy doing my graduation party at Colorado State, so I've known him for quite a long time. And, so I have the utmost respect for him. And I wish him well. And he's going to be around, so it's not like he's going out the pasture or anything like that. He's going to be around, and so you can still always lean on him for things, and many of the life lessons, and just as a sounding board for things. So, but it was a little different to hear that.
I know there was a report that you had interviewed or at least applied to the Bowling Green head coaching position. Is that something you've been looking at, is trying to take that next step and become a head coach?
Well, I do, yeah. I would like to be. That's kind of my professional goal, is to become a head coach. And, God willing, it'll happen, and in due time, whenever it's supposed to happen. But that's what I'm working for, yeah. And so we'll see what happens. It's all God's plan, if you will. And right now, I got a job to do here at Ohio State, and I'm going to do the best that I can. And if that's what's in the plans, then that shall happen. But that's also not going to define me. If I'm a head coach or not, will not define hopefully will not define the legacy that Tony Alford will or will not leave. And like I said, I'm just trying to do as well as I can do where I'm at the time and coach my guys, recruit guys, help develop my guys as better players, better men, and we'll see what happens.
Have you had conversations with Ryan Day about the future, and do you expect to be back next year?
Yeah, Ryan and I have discussed some things, and but we'll leave it at that.